Welcome in part 2 or in Farm with Mildred. This is where we were speaking the other day. We're talking about agriculture, and we said that there's a youth we visited. The youth explained to us the beauty of doing agriculture. He spoke to us deeply the history about how he started agriculture, how he went to very good schools, how he performed well, and here he is doing the agriculture. And the part 2 of itself here, we're going to hear about doing cabbage farming. And in cabbage farming, they fall under horticulture products, our agricultural plants. We are going to understand what is horticulture, and we're going to know more about Gloria F1 cabbage specifically and Brookto cabbages. That's where we are right now. I'm going to show you one of the best cabbages here. The plant itself, they are peeling, the green it looks. That's why I always tell you, there's wealth in agriculture, and agriculture is beauty itself. If you want to get rich, try agriculture. That's what I always tell my youth out there. That's why I tell youth, don't worry about getting jobs. A job, you have to start your own job. You have to self-employ yourself by doing agriculture. I love agriculture, and you should love agriculture. I want to show you one of the best cabbages we have here. But before that, don't miss to subscribe, watch and like, and follow me on my platform, Farm with Mildred Facebook, Farm with Mildred YouTube, and also Farm with Mildred on all my hashtags. All you can say hashtag Farm with Mildred on all my platform. Here, I want to show you one of the best cabbages here. I don't know whether you can. It's heavy. Hii ni gani?
This is Brookto.
It
is not yet even mature.
Not yet even mature.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're seeing. And what I understand right now in the market, I don't know we're going to get an expertise, but from the market right now, a cabbage goes for 100 shillings. Just imagine, 100 shillings if you get even 200 heads. It means you're going to make how many? So look at it. Very nice, very big, appealing, and it looks very tasty. I guess I'm going to test one of them today. I'm going to eat. And you know, kuna wale wanasema cabbage haifai kuliwa sana. But as for me, from this, I have to eat. Delicious. I have to take it. It looks delicious from the looks. Aniph, here we are, achieving such a head from this farm.
Yeah.
How did it start, and how did you arrive here from the nursery?
Actually, it's very simple.
Yes.
Now I'm going to give you a brief history. Before you start this farming, you have to consider there are basics you have to consider first.
Yes.
Remember, at first I told you soil science.
Soil science. That is where we test the pH of the soil.
pH, you know the pH of the scale.
Yes.
The nutrient requirements of that soil. How are you going to treat it against soil diseases? Now, after you have treated, and even now you prepare your piece of land. You know, people here in Wakisi rands, most they don't prepare land preparation.
Najua what they understand is
they
think as long as umeenda umelima mara ya kwanza, mara ya pili ukuje ulime after 6 days, rudi hapo twanga mahindi yako. Unajua na Wakisi wengi, most of them, sorry to say, they like doing maize farming. I don't know why. Maize, if there's no maize, beans, or rather doing bananas.
Yeah, you know,
or sugarcane.
Yeah,
they don't like this 3 months stuff.
Yeah, they have the notion. They have that maybe cabbages do well in specific areas, onions does well in specific areas. The other day you show my onions.
Yes, they were looking so lovely, and we're going to come for that part. I'm gonna show you the beauty.
Yes. Onions. The more appealing now, not like the other one. Now you already showed them in the nursery.
I will show them.
Now, from the soil digging. Land preparation. You have 3 operations. You have to do clearing, you do primary cultivation, secondary cultivation, then tertiary. But for the case of cabbages, there's no need of doing tertiary. More so when you do primary and secondary, you know, when you say primary, it's the first dig. Now you dig deep, not shallow. Dig deep so that you know there's some nutrients which have been reached down to lower layers so that they can be exposed to the upper surface where the roots for this cabbage will penetrate. So if you look at the root of that cabbage,
yes,
yeah, it has got enough nutrients. So nutrients is the one that matters when it comes to the head formation of the cabbage. That's where we start.
How do you achieve these nutrients now?
Once you have done your proper and thorough land preparation, you have to do what is the root. You even look at the size. the size of soil particles, and the color. Remember, cabbages does well in black cotton soils, not in sandy soils. So loamy soils have got enough drainage, good drainage.
Yeah.
So if your soils are not good, compact it with manure. Some a month too. Before you want, you
A
are
month
going to
to
a month to
planting.
planting.
Yeah.
Yes, you prepare your land, go place a lot of manures as you can. If you have got the types of manures that you can use to achieve a good size for soil head formation, poultry is the best, followed by goat, then cow.
Mm.
So if you have
But
got
there
enough
is
those three,
these are for rabbits.
this rabbit. So if
What
you have
about
it,
the rabbit
urine has got
urine?
urine has got enough nitrogen.
And it's a pesticide.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Yeah.
So if when you decompose your soil with those manures, then again it will boost your head formation. But before again, after you have prepared your land, also research on the best breed variety. And before I go to variety, the crops that was previously grown in that piece of land. Like me, the three crops I normally plant. If I plant this, there are three families. Those people have gone to class. We have Califerae family, like the cabbages and the kales are in the Califerae family. We have got the Solanaceae family, where we have the tomatoes and the potatoes, to be
Hapa
precise.
Aniph anatumia
We have
matamshi
got
ngumu
also
ngumu.
the other one, the other one from legume family, the
Mm.
leguminous family, like the beans, the groundnuts.
Mm.
Now, once you alternate those three, you are good. Like the legumes, they fix nitrogen in the soil. That was rhizobium, bacteria which normally fixes nitrogen into the soil. So mean you can see even my piece of land here, I've planted cabbages and some sections are there are beans.
Yes, I can
Mm.
see.
For Vaseras garlic, that's that is the type we normally use in beans.
Yeah.
So once you have known how you have alternated your crop rotation, then those the cabbages or any crop you have planted will not be attacked by crops, by diseases that attack those families. When we come to crop and pest disease management, as we are progressing, and again I'm going to talk more over that.
Yes.
Now let us come to varieties.
Yes.
Now most farmers tend to buy something which is cheap. Remember, cheap is
It's
expensive,
expensive,
but
as
sometimes
always.
that's what we say.
Yeah.
Like there is these two varieties, Copenhagen and Sugarloaf. Those ones you can never miss them in any agrofair. And they go at 180 or 200 shillings.
Very cheap.
Very cheap.
Yes.
Those are the ones most farmers do buy. They are good once you plant them from the earlier stages. But when it comes to head formation, they grow like kales. And if
Like
they are
the
attacked by
Sugarloaf
a
type.
they are attacked by a fungal disease, you will have nothing. When you are going to harvest now, they are mature. Like these mines are mature. I can even sell them from up to 2 months from now. But those two varieties I've said, Copenhagen and the Sugarloaf, once they are mature, you have to sell them at the same time. Without doing so, the heads will start fasting. Now, if the heads fast, what will happen to
They
the
will rot.
heads? They will rot.
Yeah.
Maybe with this rain, water will enter into those heads and they will rot. Now, there is these resistant varieties. Even if they're expensive, they're the best to plant. Most farmers know Glory F1. Now, I also knew Glory F1. There is also this one called Fructo. Fructo initially before I had
Doctor, is
planted,
it the new variety
yes,
that is in market?
it was
Because
never in market,
yes.
but nowadays it is coming up. There are many. There are also Malkia F1. There is a Fanaka F1, depending on the ecological zones.
Yes.
Now, the ecological zones here in our Kisi land, they grow F1 and Fructo. There is also one called Pritori. Those varieties do well.
Are they in terms of head formation?
Yeah, you are going to
the
compare.
three ones, are they good in terms of market wise? When you do this type of farming,
Yeah.
you need also to look into the market
Or those
because you are doing agriculture for money,
yeah,
not agriculture for just
I was
feeding.
to explain that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've organized myself in a way that I will be advising that as we progress.
Great.
Now we are in varieties.
Sorry.
Now, after we have chosen the varieties as a youth, the one I've now planted is this one, Glory F1 and Fructo. You are going to see the differences between the two, and the viewers will also see. the difference between the two.
Yes.
Now, after you have sourced your varieties, you establish them. Don't advise farmers to do direct planting. This is the reason. Remember the first time we planted with us, what we did. You know, we
We
are
did
doing
direct.
from
You know,
experience.
I've also tried
Yes,
this. I'm also a farmer, a good
yes,
farmer, but
yes,
actually, I did this.
yes,
What happened?
yes.
I tried to do. I didn't want
Direct
to
planting.
expand too
Yes,
much. I didn't
with
want
them.
to be at the farm too much. So I did direct planting, and
Mm,
for sure they did well, but not that much as
mm.
it's supposed to be. What I realized at the nursery part of it, there's more you can manage
You can
your crops. Yes,
nursery management practices becomes easier than when it
easier
is in
than
the
when
field.
it's yes.
Like
Be-
now, if you plant holes, then the rain comes. It is going to pile that seed into depending they are so small,
yes,
so they don't germinate.
they're very
So the
tiny,
germination
actually
capacity
tiny.
is very low,
Mm,
and right when it is in
mm,
the nursery. So,
mm.
yes, those are now some of the things you have to consider. So in terms of planting, always establish them in a nursery. And again, like me now, you see I've advanced. Nowadays, I don't make normal nurseries. I propagate. I use propagation trays.
Yes.
So the propagation trays I normally use coco peat and organic manure, which is well decomposed. Now those ones, you see these cabbages are very healthy.
Yes.
I started them. The reason why they are healthy. I started from the nursery part of it, the root system, the rooting system where I used the coco peat and I used the organic manure and I drenched.
Mm.
So once they are from the nursery, when I bring them to the main seed bed where I'm going to plant them, you know that I've already started drenching them against soil-borne diseases
Now,
like
Anif,
black rot.
here
Yes.
is the nursery
Mm.
because we are at the nursery right now.
Yes.
We could like to know. We
Mm.
have seen these are the trays,
Yes.
and as the trays are, I can see there's one seed in each
In
hole.
each hole.
You said you use cocoa beets
Yes.
and manure.
Yeah.
How do you do
The
it?
ratio of mixing.
Yes, the
Okay,
ratio.
okay, okay. Now you see, before we place this coco peat into the trays, coco peat. To tell you now, a coco peat, as farmers who might know what a coco peat is. Coco peat are those coconut husks.
Yes.
They are the ones that have been crushed into small pieces, and they have got. Once you buy them, they are in bulk like cotton. I normally soak them in water for 2 to 3 hours. Then I wash them. After I wash them, then I dry.
Mm.
After I've dried, I mix with the manure in the ratio of 2 to 1.
Mm.
If we have got 2 kg of coco peat, if we have got the 1 kg of coco peat, then we use 2 kg of manure. We mix.
Those two to
After
one.
I've mixed them, I place them in this. You see, these trays the holes are very small.
Mm.
You cannot use normal soils, and the importance of this coco peat, it is good in the soil moisture retention.
Mm.
When you place water, it is retained for a long period of time.
Mm.
When the roots are producing, they coil within that coco peat most effect so that when you are going to transplant, the soil will still attach to the roots. A ramp of soil will still be attached to the root of soil, meaning when you are planting, it will be 100% effective.
Mm.
You are not going to do gaping. Gaping is where you realize that you have planted, others have germinated well, and others have not germinated. So that's what we do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the importance of producing them using the propagation trays. Again, when it comes to transportation, it's not necessarily you like now you had planted open field.
Yes.
You see in my nursery something I've used this shade net.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
the
can
importance
see.
of this shade net is the one which is going to control moisture, temperature within the shade net. Even if there are hailstones, my seedlings will be okay. Again, even if it is in the dry season or in the rainy season, I will be able to transplant them because they will germinate.
Mm.
They will reproduce. And right when you do direct from the nursery or also in the every season, this might raise you will be knowing you will be getting that every time you want to plant, they are already in place. Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
from the nursery,
Yeah.
you're taking them,
To the
you're
main
bringing
seed
them to the main
seed bed.
seed bed.
Yeah.
How is it done?
Now this is the seed bed.
This is the
Where
seed
we
bed.
are, the seed bed. A seed bed. Most people confuse. an nursery bed and a seed bed. A seed bed is where you plant your crops until they are harvested. Now here in the seed bed, you can see I've used the planting holes. After every 3 rains, there is a space where I will be spraying my chemicals. Once I make my whole spacing, I will also tell them on the spacing. Now I noted spacing. If you want to plant fructo, it will require closer spacing compared to Gloria. Fructo does not spread out. Gloria do spread out. Meaning, on the head size, Gloria has got a higher head
size than the
Fructo, but it has some setbacks. It has some disadvantages of compared to Fructo. Like Gloria, you can see the ones that are mostly affected by pests and by pests.
Yes, I can see most of the heads have some holes.
Those are the white flies attacking them. Even I have.
What about the Fructo type? Because I've seen
it's
clean. Does it mean the white fly doesn't like
it's resistant to the white fly compared to Gloria.
Okay.
Are we together?
Yes.
Now spacing again. You will see a number of cabbages in this line of Gloria, and those one in Fructo. Fructo will take a lot of heads. So meaning if you want to produce more heads, plant Gloria. If you have got a small plant Fructo, if you have got a small piece of land, so the spacing is so close because they don't spread out, unlike Gloria. So those are some of when I compare them.
Okay.
On the delicacy part of it, Fructo is so delicious.
Fructo?
Yeah.
Then Gloria one, are you sure?
I will give you one.
I'm here to test. That's where I like. I just love it.
It doesn't need much time in cooking. Okay. Once you cut it out, you fry it, and you are done.
As
very soft.
My viewer here, we're speaking to Aniph. Aniph is one of the youths here in Kisii County, a youth that has decided to venture into horticulture crops. Horticulture crops we are speaking about here today. We are talking about cabbage farming, and specifically we are talking about Gloria F1 and also Fructo. These are two types that are marketable, and they also, in terms of head formation, so that you can get maybe when it comes to selling them. Fructo and Gloria F1 are the best. Don't miss to follow, subscribe and share as we continue with the story of Aniph, where he's explaining to us how we supposed to do the type of we are supposed to do this type of cabbage farming. And also he has explained before that by doing this you need to do preparation, thorough preparation, and also there's nursery management before you come to seedbed management. So follow us, listen more and share so that you can do like like Aniph, and so that we can visit you and you become a story to tell another day about agriculture.